welcome.
Anshul?
Yes.
Better.
Thank you, sir.
Anshul studied at St. Stephen's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, who is a saint?
Sir, St. Stephen's was the first martyr in
No,
Christianity.
I'm asking who is a saint?
Who is a saint?
Yes.
A saint is a holy person who has the interest of others in his heart.
Every holy person is known as saint?
No, so if we go by the Christian theology, we will see that the Vatican describes who a saint is. So there are few conditions, like he must have performed some miracle or
Miracle.
yes. Or
That's
he
the
must
correct.
have been a martyr for the.
That's the correct.
Yeah, right.
That's the character which defines a saint. Yes. That they must have performed a miracle.
Yes.
Okay. And do you believe in miracles?
Yes, sir. Indeed, I believe in miracles.
Okay.
Me breathing every day, each time, at every instant is a miracle for me, sir.
Is it rational?
So some things cannot be put on the stage, described on the scales of rationality. Some things are beyond rationality. Even how the universe was created, no one knows. Some people say it was the Big Bang theory, but there are the other explanations.
These are views, no?
Right, sir.
And each view is rational.
Yes, sir.
You can't say that they are beyond rationality.
Yes,
No,
sir.
the Big Bang theory very much explains that.
It does, sir. But
Big Bang theory very much explains
yes, sir.
the rationale of how this universe has originated. How can you say that is not rational?
But sir, there is an unanswered question within the core of that
No,
theory.
there could be counter views, no?
Right, sir.
Yeah, but you can't say that there is no rationality in it. Anyway.
Indeed, sir, there is.
Good evening, Anshul.
Good evening, sir.
We have met before.
Yes, sir.
Why is it your town adjoining Nainital is burning and there's been news? If you were the collector of Uttarakhand, particularly the district called Haldwani,
Yes, sir.
how would you have tackled this issue?
So first of all, before the structure was raised, I would have taken reports from the local intelligence unit of the police department. Then I would have made sure that I would have done this thing in early morning, because in early morning most of the people are sleeping, so it is relatively easier. Then after that, I would have seen to it that I have taken people from the community whose structure was raised into confidence, and I would have also seen that the gangsters in that area were locked behind the bars as a preventive measure.
So these were not taken by the present incumbent?
Sir, the recent reports say that the LIU report was neglected and the demolition took place in the evening. At 4:30.
Absolutely right, Anshul. That's the right answer, because that's where they failed. They had to act upon the intelligence which was available with them much in advance.
Yes.
And if they had acted, things would not have gone that worse, where we lost about 5. So far, the casualties are 5. Now, do you follow the capital market?
Yes.
Any idea what were capital market? What was the Sensex and what do they denote? Sensex
Yes,
and
sir.
Nifty.
Nifty 50.
Or what is Sensex?
The Sensex is an index that charts the growth in the capital market.
How was it worked out?
It is based on the top performing companies.
Top how many?
So I'm not sure about Sensex, but
Alright.
Nifty is for 50 companies.
And that's which stock exchange is Nifty?
Nifty. So I'm a little bit confused in this. It is either NSE or BSE.
It has to be NSE.
Yes, sir.
Nifty is NSE.
Yes, sir.
Now, the capital market operates, what are the kind of products that's dealt in the stock exchange?
So there's shares.
Yes, that's of course
Right.
obvious.
Right. Then there's
What are the other products?
there are equity stocks.
Equity and stock shares the same.
Right, sir. There are debentures that deals with the debt thing.
And what else?
Then there's some IPOs happens. Also happens.
That's all part of the shares only. IPOs are part of shares. What else? The product in terms of other products.
Some treasury bonds.
Aware of derivatives?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of derivatives?
Yes, sir. Derivatives.
What are derivatives?
So derivatives is they derive their value from a physical commodity. So if there is a derivative of a 1 ton of wheat, so it will derive its value from a quintal of wheat that is stored in a godown.
Okay, so in case if in a particular day where the shares, or as we call them as stock, shoots up
Right, sir.
or maybe shoots down beyond a permissible limit.
Right, sir.
There are some kind of terminology which
Yes,
is
sir.
used. What is that called?
Sir, I'm not able to recall the
The
exact name.
upper circuit
Yes, sir, upper circuit, lower circuit.
and the
right.
lower circuit.
Right, sir.
What does that mean?
So it means if the stock shoots above the upper circuit, the trading of the stock will be stopped, and if it goes below the lower circuit, that time also the sale of the stock would be stopped.
All right. Now, I'll give you 3 words and 1 line each. Be precise.
Okay.
Wishing, squishing, and smishing. What does that mean?
So wishing means to wish someone or wish for someone.
I said letter V. V for victory.
Wishing, fishing, and
Smishing, not fishing.
Okay.
Smishing and squishing.
so these are terms related to the
Good.
cyber crime.
And then and refine your answer to each.
So phishing involves creating a fake website.
And I didn't ask for wishing. I asked for fishing. I asked for wishing. VICING.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I'm not sure
But
about that.
anyway, what is squishing?
So I think it has
JP
to do
होटल
with
में आ जाओ, JP होटल में मैं
the
आधे
crime
घंटे
that is done through
यहाँ
the
20 मिनट में
SMS.
निकलूंगा
No, that
20
is smishing.
Okay, that's mission.
Squishing is through QR code.
Okay, QR code, right, sir.
Correct.
हाँ
Awesome.
जी हाँ जी
Okay, well, Anshul,
6
we
का
were
6 का
talking
टाइम
about
दिया था
miracles.
5:40 पे आ जाओ
Do you think, in
Paanch
your
chalis.
opinion, Mother Teresa was a saint? Was she declared
Yes.
saint later?
Yes, sir, she was declared a saint
There
later.
was a controversy at that time.
Yes, sir.
What was that controversy?
So there are two groups regarding two schools of thought regarding Mother Teresa. One says that she was a saint. She helped a lot of people, lot of people that suffered from leprosy and other
It is
diseases.
essentially
Right,
though
sir.
she did.
But
Yes.
sir, second school,
Regarding miracle,
sir, regarding miracle,
Ah,
she
good
was able
evening,
to
good
cure
man.
people
Pleasure.
who were incurable otherwise.
Ah,
So she had
meeting.
performed the miracle of curing people. But the other school says
Perfect.
that
Thank you. Thank you.
she
Pleasure meeting
had
you. Thank you.
converted people under the guise of this social service, and also she had not provided enough and adequate medicine to the people. They were using blunt syringes, and they used to focus more on prayers rather than focusing on medicine.
so you participated in Students' Union
Yes, sir.
and you had some portfolio also. Okay, what you learned from there?
So I think the biggest quality that I learned from there was leadership, because in our college there were people from all over India, from northeast, south, from Jammu Kashmir, from the west. So as the leader, I think I have learned how to lead a team and how to be a part of the team.
You have shown interest in yoga as well.
Yes, sir.
What is Ashtanga Patanjali Yoga?
So the Patanjali ji has formulated his theory of yoga in Patanjali Sutras. So he says there are 8 steps of yoga.
What
The
are
first
those?
is Yam, Niyam, then there is Asan, Pranayam,
Hmm.
Dharan, Pratyahar, then Dharan, then Dharan, then is Dhyan, then Samadhi.
Good.
Good.
So you have shown interest in NGO also.
Yes, sir.
Were you part of NGO?
Yes, sir, I'm associated with Sarvatra Seva Foundation in Dehradun, and I was also associated with Social Service League in my college.
So, what is the role of NGO in in upliftment of the society,
So, sir,
Few
NGO,
roles.
right, sir.
which you have come across?
Yes, sir. So NGOs are basically covers the gap between the promises and the delivery of the services. They also work with the government to synergize, and so the people are able to uplift themselves more thoroughly. So there's an NGO in my own Nainital district. It's called Muskotia Farm, and there are Himmothan, then there's Hilans. So what they do, they are small self-help groups. They help the women to create local products like Burans juice or local soaps and candles. So in a way, they are able to train them, and they can then sell their goods to other people.
You appeared in CDS, then the Central Armed Police Force examinations. What happened finally?
So it was, I
Will
did
you
not
face
go.
Will you face SSB?
No, sir, I did not appear for the exams.
Oh, you applied and
Right,
didn't
right.
appear.
It was just a backup option.
Okay,
Okay,
Uttarakhand is well known for the tourism.
Yes, sir.
Really?
It's also called tourism
He backed out.
paradise.
Yes, sir.
He
So,
did
what
not
are the
take the
problems
exam.
and challenges which in the field of tourism Uttarakhand is facing these days?
So I think, sir, there is much more focused towards religious tourism right now. Then the second thing is we have not established ourselves as a brand like the Kerala state has done, or either the Himachal Pradesh state has done. And the third thing is we are focusing on some hotspots. Like either we are focusing on Mussoorie, Nainital, and the Char Dhams. Everyone knows about Char Dham, but few people know about Panch Badri or Panch Kedar. Then there are famous places nearby Nainital only. There is Sattal, there is Binsar, there is Ramgarh, there is Gagar. Beautiful places. No one knows about it. So if we can develop those places and transfer the excess tourism that comes in certain hotspots, so I think we'll be able to develop our state much more in an inclusive way.
There are news around about the excess use of fertilizer and pesticide in the agriculture crops, particularly vegetables.
Yes, sir.
What is alternative to it?
Sir?
Is there any alternative to it? The pesticides.
Right. Sir, there are some natural ways that we can use.
What are those?
Okay. So first is like
have you heard of organic farming
Yes,
and natural farming?
Right, sir.
Is there any difference between organic and natural farming? Or they are the same?
Sir, there are certain differences.
There are.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Try. Have a guess. Yes.
So natural farming, it entails a certain process. So you will have to treat the seeds. You will have to treat the soil with a certain concomitation of cow urine and
organic
chilies,
manure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
compost and organic
yes,
manure.
So there's a separate process for natural farming, whereas in organic farming, it's only about the manure, etc.
No, in the natural farming, we do not bring anything from outside.
Right, sir.
No compost and no organic manure
Yes,
from outside. Good. Have you heard of GI tag?
Yes, sir.
Geographical indicators. What it is?
So geographical indicators denote that a certain product has emerged from a certain place. Like we talk about champagnes. The champagnes is a type of wine that originates in the Champagne region of France. So that is why it's called champagne. So likewise, when we are talking about Harshilki beans, or if we are talking about basmati rice, so they originate at a certain place in the foothills or at Herschel. So that is why a GI tag is important. It gives them their authority and certainty that they emerge from a certain place and have a certain quality.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Anshul.
Yes, sir.
You have mentioned here that you are the co-founder of Vivekananda Study Circle.
Yes.
What is that?
So it was a small group that we had formed during the COVID pandemic because the colleges were closed and there was less space for people to come together and discuss things. So we created this sort of online platform wherein we had many talks by the people. And after the college opened, we gathered again in the college and we started small reading discussion sessions. We also brought in people from other colleges and then we expanded it and we also included people from other schools.
So now right now also it's working, or?
Yes, right now because I had gone into UPSC preparation,
Okay.
so I'm not that much active, but my juniors, especially
Your
one
juniors are
colleague,
doing
yes,
that.
sir.
Okay.
He's currently heading.
You
that
also
organization.
have scored a 222nd rank in CLAT,
Yes, sir.
but you didn't appear in
Yes, sir.
this law degree.
Right.
Why so?
So I thought it would be better if I could go to St. Stephen's because I had got St. Stephen's, so I thought it would be better if I could get into St. Stephen's, and if I want to do law, I can do a 3-year law from Campus Law Center here in Delhi University.
Okay, and I can see that you were more in college politics. You have been elected as student union member
Yes.
in college, as well as vice president, then president in Hindi Sahitya Sabha. Many positions you have held. So I think you are more inclined towards politics.
No, sir, most of these positions were non-political ones. Just the elected student representative and the vice president of the JCR. That was our Hostel Students Union. And in those organizations as well, we used to conduct fest mainly.
Now, what is the use of having college politics? Means what is the use of choosing president, vice president, secretary? Do you think that college politics must be there, or
Yes, sir.
is there any need of such kind of structure?
Yes, sir. Indeed, there is a need for college politics, but to a certain extent. Like we cannot have that vicious college politics that takes place in recently in JNU. There were
Yes.
clashes between two groups. So
Yes.
that kind we do not need. Whereas in our college we had a students' union society, so it was much more limited in power. It is needed because there is a need to take the voices of the people to the upper authority because most of the people do not go to them directly. So they see us as a representative.
Okay. And can you explain me what is Digital India campaign? Digital India campaign. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
What is that?
It was started in 2015 by Honorable the Prime Minister.
And what is the current status of that campaign?
So under it, many.
What are the plus and only one minus, if you can?
So plus is the pros are we had UPI. Now even a street
Yes.
vendor can sell vegetables without a physical cash. Then we had this faceless transactions in income tax department. We had the e-court system in our courts. Then we had the e-mag in corporate filing. All of this got faceless.
What is the most important thing which we have found that during this digital campaign, this thing which we have saved?
So I think that jam trinity that we were talking about, Jan, Aadhaar and mobile.
No. The most precious thing which we have saved.
Most precious thing that we have saved. I think we have stopped the leakages that were happening.
No, we have saved the time.
Oh yes,
of our
for the
people.
time. Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. And you have also associated with the NGO.
Yes,
What kind of work was there? Means which part of the society you were in this NGO?
So, sir, when I was in college in Social Service League,
Is for women or for underprivileged children? What kind of segment of the society?
where I basically
for?
we used to go to the slum area here in GTB Nagar. We used to go there and teach children there of 11th and 12th.
Okay, children,
class.
underprivileged.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And in
Can you tell me some important initiatives or the schemes which has been there in our interim budget for such kind of underprivileged children? Any one or two schemes, important schemes?
So we have the PM Shri scheme. That
No,
is for
in this budget. New schemes, if there is any.
But I have not seen any new schemes like right now. I might have missed on it. I'll go home and read more about it if there are.
Okay, Anshul. Thank you.